There is a famous samurai whose name was Miyamoto Musashi, and in one of his battles, he managed to defeat 80 warriors with only a single sword strike. His kill rate was as high as 90%. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's episode. Miyamoto Musashi was a legendary swordsman who lived in Japan during the Edo period. He is best known for his duel against Soseki Kajiro on an island called Ganryu Island in 1605. Musashi was said to be a master of two-sword fighting, and he went on to train many students and write several books on strategy and philosophy. The duel between Musashi and Kajiro was a famous event in Japanese history. It is said that Soseki Kajiro challenged Musashi to a sword duel because he was tired of hearing about Musashi's skills. The two duelists met on Ganryu Island, and after exchanging blows, Musashi decapitated Kajiro with a single stroke of his bamboo sword. This event was immortalized in paintings and woodblock prints, which depicted the dramatic moment of the duel. Now, there are some theories that Musashi did not actually defeat 80 warriors with a single sword strike, but rather he defeated 80 different warriors with a single sword. But either way, it's still a very impressive feat. There have been a lot of theories and debates regarding how exactly Musashi achieved this feat. Some people believe that he used a special technique that allowed him to quickly dispatch multiple opponents, while others believe that he simply had exceptional sword skills. Regardless of the exact method he used, it is clear that Musashi was a highly skilled swordsman. So the question is, how does one samurai take out 80 men with a single sword strike? Let's explore this in detail. Kensei Miyamoto Musashi was a real samurai warrior who was said to have defeated over 1,000 opponents in combat. He was known for his swordsmanship skills and strategic mind, and he is considered one of the greatest samurai of all time. In fact, he was even said to be able to cut down multiple opponents with a single blow of his sword. Musashi was a master of a sword fighting style known as Naitanichiru, which involved the use of two swords simultaneously. He was also a skilled tactician and strategist, and he was able to use his environment to his advantage in battle. For example, he would often use trees and rocks to block the attacks of his opponents while simultaneously launching his own attacks. During his lifetime, Musashi wrote 2 books that discussed his sword fighting techniques and strategies. The first book was called The Book of Five Rings, which was written in 1643. It covered topics such as strategy, tactics, and the mental aspects of sword fighting. The second book was called The Book of Earth and Water, which was written in 1645. It contained diagrams and descriptions of over 200 different sword techniques. While it is difficult to verify the historical accuracy of these claims, they provide us with an insight into the skills and abilities of this legendary samurai. Let's take a closer look at each of these points. One of the most impressive claims made about Kensei Miyamoto Musashi is that he was able to defeat more than 1,000 opponents in combat. While it is difficult to verify the accuracy of this claim, it is possible that Musashi was indeed a skilled swordsman who was able to defeat a large number of opponents. It should be noted that during Musashi's time, there were no rules or weight classes in sword fighting, and he was known for his ability to fight anyone who challenged him regardless of their size or strength. Additionally, Musashi was said to have fought in many battles during his lifetime, and he was known for his strategic mind and ability to use his environment to his advantage. Another impressive claim made about Musashi is that he was able to defeat 8 warriors with a single strike of his sword. This feat is said to have taken place during one of Musashi's many battles, and it is said that he was able to defeat all 8 warriors without even breaking a sweat. Now, again, it is difficult to verify the accuracy of this claim, but it is possible that Musashi was able to use his swordsmanship skills and strategic mind to outmaneuver and defeat multiple opponents simultaneously. It is also possible that he took advantage of the element of surprise or used psychological tactics to gain the upper hand. In addition to his martial arts skills, Musashi was also known for his strategic and tactical abilities. He was said to be able to read his opponent's movements and predict their attacks, and he was able to use this knowledge to formulate effective strategies and tactics. Musashi was also known for his mental toughness and his ability to remain calm and focused in the midst of battle. He believed that the most important aspect of sword fighting was the mental preparation and discipline required to master the art. Musashi's strategic and tactical abilities were evident in the duels he fought against other skilled swordsmen. For example, in his famous duel against Soseki Kajiro, Musashi was able to defeat his opponent despite being heavily outnumbered. He was able to use his knowledge of strategy and tactics to outmaneuver his opponent and ultimately prevail in the duel. Overall, Kensei Miyamoto Musashi was a legendary samurai who was known for his swordsmanship skills, strategic mind and mental toughness. While many of the claims made about him are difficult to verify, there is no doubt that he was a skilled swordsman and a true master of his craft. His legacy continues to inspire and influence martial artists and swordsmen to this day. Let's now talk about a skill that's called Botojutsu. Botojutsu is a Japanese sword technique that involves drawing the sword from its sheath and striking a blow with it in one fluid motion. It's a very fast and efficient way to attack and can be devastating if done correctly. The first step of Botojutsu is to grip the hilt of the sword firmly with both hands. The body should be positioned so that the shoulder is pulled back and the elbow is tucked in close to the body. This creates an anchor point for the swing of the sword and allows for more power to be generated. Once the body is properly positioned, the sword is drawn from the sheath in a single, smooth motion. As the sword is drawn, the arm should be kept straight and the blade should be held close to the body. The entire movement should be quick and fluid, as if the sword is being pulled through the air. After the sword is drawn, it is immediately followed by a slashing or thrusting attack. The type of attack will depend on the situation and the target. A common attack is a horizontal slash that is designed to cut through the opponent's armor and flesh. To perform the slash, the sword is swung in a circular motion, starting from the shoulder and ending at the waist. The momentum of the circular motion is transferred to the blade, creating a powerful cutting force. Botojutsu is a highly technical and difficult skill to master, but it can be extremely effective in combat. When performed correctly, the combination of speed, power and precision can be deadly. In the hands of a skilled swordsman, Botojutsu can be a devastating weapon. The speed of Botojutsu is perhaps its most striking feature. The ability to draw the sword and deliver a blow in one fluid motion is a testament to the efficiency and power of this technique. The speed of Botojutsu is what allows it to be so effective in combat. It catches opponents off guard and leaves them with little time to react. By the time they realize what is happening, it is already too late. The swordsman has already struck and the damage is done. To truly master the art of Botojutsu, years of training and practice are required. It takes a great deal of strength, agility and precision to perform Botojutsu correctly. However, the rewards of mastering this technique are great. A skilled swordsman who has mastered Botojutsu is truly a sight to behold. The fluidity and grace of the technique is mesmerizing to watch and the power behind the sword strikes is truly awe-inspiring. We hope you enjoyed learning about the amazing skill of Botojutsu and the legendary swordsman Musashi. If you want to learn more about traditional Japanese sword fighting techniques, then stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.